talking about? Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say what? We about to break bread right now. That being said, if you could say it, I need for you, if you can use your fingers, tap that screen, share the live, save a life out here. You feel me? As you can see when you come in the door, we're gonna be talking about why we must why diversify. You feel me? Why diversity is a big thing. That's peace to you, Storm. Good to see you, love. All right, now y'all know we're going to the plug, so gotta be ready, you know. Let me know what you gonna need. Is you gonna want the raw deal, or you know what I'm saying? You need that thing to be stepped on for you. But quite frankly, we big boys around here. You feel me? We going straight for the raw deal. So if that ain't what you ready for, you know, you've been warned. You've been warned. You feel me? You have been warned. I appreciate y'all being here. Remember, the war is won before it even begun. Y'all gotta hold up. Y'all gotta hold up for the rest of that. You feel me? Hold up for the rest of that. But again, tap that screen, share the live. Let's get the people up in here. Let's raise up the vibes. I'm amazing, Queen. All right. So the plug in this situation is recognizing the diversity or the diverse forms that we appear in. So once you begin, peace to you, Cash. Good to see you, love. Once you begin to recognize the many diversities of you, or the diverse things within you, the many faculties that you have, the many capabilities that you have, then you can plug in. You can plug into these many faculties and turn yourself on in certain areas that's been turned off. There's certain things that we done been put through as people to the point it's like, you know what? I don't even try to do that no more. I don't even, when I see that type of stuff, I look away. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you gotta recognize when we go into this plug, the reason why we need to be plugged into this is because we need to recognize the importance of diversifying. The importance of diversifying could come in many forms. If you choose to try to eat the same foods over and over, your body will have an allergic reaction. I'm just saying. Not to mention, you will dull your taste buds to the point your taste buds only crave, so to speak, or can interpret the chemicals released from certain foods that you've been eating. So in order for you to receive certain nourishment, your body is going to trick you into making you think you're craving certain things. Just saying, pay attention to the diversities of your body. Pay attention to, you know, certain things you seen going on with other people. They say a fool is one who can't learn from the mistakes of others. So when you see other people eating certain ways, thinking certain ways that ain't becoming of them, why would you come along and say, you know, it's going to work out for me? It's going to work out for me. No. The way that thing work is we don't pass down bad genes. Appreciate y'all coming in. If you ain't already subscribed on my YouTube, make sure y'all subscribe. If you ain't already following me on TikTok, make sure you follow. I will follow back. But the way things work is we do not pass on bad genes. We pass on bad habits. So if you're picking up bad habits from somebody, meaning sitting back and not being ready for the new adventures that come up on you, that's another reason to be ready or be mentally open to diversifying. Peace to you, Shaybo. Thank you for coming in saying what's up, because it's my way of saying what's up to you. And as we participate and interact with each other, we raise the algorithm that this is what y'all want to see and view. Y'all want to see encouragement. You want to hear conversations that's talking directly to you, non-patronizing conversations. While we have to diversify what we do eat, etc., or else too much of anything is bad. Have you ever heard that saying, too much of anything can be bad? Too much of anything can be bad. So again, learn this, so as different changes happen in your life, adverse effects happen because of the changes you're not willing to make. Recognize this is still life pointing you back to the greatness that is you, so you can appreciate the diversities that are you. Again, tap that screenshot live. Save a life. You feel me? Save a life. We have diverse emotions in order for us to truly be involved in our relationships or truly be in the moment. So if you're in a relationship, what's up with a snow lily? Did I say that right? Yeah, snow lily. For you to truly be in a relationship, you must experience all of the feelings that come along with being with somebody. It's kind of hard to say you truly care about somebody, but when they're away, there's not something in you that makes you think about them at some point. Now, how you choose to interpret that thought can lead into obsession, can lead to you doing things that, hurt you. You know what I'm saying? Self-inflicted wounds. Don't forget what I said in the beginning for those who stuck around. The add-on or the ending part of that phrase is the war within or the war outside is won before it even begun through preparation. How we gonna think about our relationship, get feelings that come from what? Come from the gut and not married it to. You feel me? They're not married it to. In our mind, connecting the motherboard to fuse them both, as our mother in her right mind won't choose between two of her kids. But when we're in adverse situations, when we do this, you feel me? We're in adverse situations when we do this. Oh, my bro done pulled up. Shout out to my bro Q Butter. Shout out to him, man. Bro, I definitely been meaning to get with you. I'm going to reach out to you. I want to definitely get you on the platform, bring more light to the greatness that is you. Stick around for a little bit if you got a minute. This is gonna be an opportunity for me to uplift you as you uplift us. You know what I'm saying? As we uplift each other. But even then, we are working towards getting to the place of all being included, y'all. So it's important for us to understand how all of this stuff work together. You ever notice, look, pay attention to certain people die. The ones that, it seems like they just eat whatever come to mind or whatever's in front of them, you start noticing that comes with the territory. It's like how you do one thing becomes you. It becomes everything you do. You see what I'm saying? To the point, if you just eat whatever, then you'll start accepting whatever. So that's why I want you to start consciously aware. Be aware of your actions and make your decisions based on your awareness. Because if we was to go back to sleep on everything we learned, y'all, we wouldn't be walking around talking or none of that. But we learned that at some point. So since we don't go to sleep on that and we constantly expounding on our abilities to talk and walk, we develop certain rhythms. We develop certain speeds. As to say, you know what you talking about or you don't. Or you can't walk that good. You feel me? Some people still walk around here like toddlers. Pay attention. Become more sensitive to the ways of life and you will see these things. Not to mention how certain things affect your body. When it gets to, you studying the sciences, again, recognize the diversities that are used. Shout out to you, Juicy. Thank you for being in here. If you could, everybody tap that screen, share the live, save a life. When it comes into tapping into the diversities that is you got to understand there's different organs or different faculties, like I like to call them, you feel me? Meaning you have different things within you that have different jobs. So when you start putting certain chemicals within you, they release, or certain things within you, they release certain chemicals when they interact with the essence that is you and all the being that is you, the anatomy, the biology that is you. You feel me? It starts to, when all of these things start to interact, they start to release certain chemicals that once you start to get to notice the diversities of you and how certain chemicals affect your different organs, you start recognizing these how certain thought processes come into be. Like, okay, let's start with eating salty foods. Is usually a byproduct of somebody dealing with maybe depressed situations or depressed thoughts. You feel me? So even eating salty foods, a lot of times you can look at that also in another way. Eating salty foods is a sign that you are depressed. Or eating salty foods can make you depressed. It works both ways. Remember what we said, a feeling becomes a thought. The thought becomes so magnetic that it creates a vibration that brings it into your atmosphere. You feel me? And you can go either way with it. The thought becomes a feeling. The feeling and the thought can be interchangeable. You see what I'm saying? In this sense. Eat for purpose, not taste, y'all. Diversify that about you. You've been doing it all the way up until now. You've been eating for taste or what you thought was taste. But recognize even what you thought was taste was put into you based on your experiences up until today. Appreciate you tapping that screen, Veronica. So even what you think tastes good is based on what was programmed in you to think it tastes good. You see what I'm saying? But when you eating for your purpose, when you start recognize the things that you consume in this life, the things that you absorb around you, it must be purposed. Otherwise, it's to your detriment. Learn to appreciate yourself by understanding. We was talking about light yesterday. For those who weren't here, make sure y'all go back and check out our previous videos on Goldmine Tree Tribe TV. Check them out, y'all. Get up to speed as well as play these videos back when you need that submersion in information. I promise you, it's going to do the world of wonders for you to be able to just submerge yourself into the information rather than trying to make yourself remember certain things. It's going to become one with you over time. Peace to you, Tasha. Love. Hugs and kisses to you as well. As you learn to appreciate yourself, it'll be things you determine you're not going to forget. You feel me? Because now it's ingrained in you. But remember what we were saying. Listen to it on your headphones. Have it playing on your TV. See what I'm saying? So now it becomes one. It becomes your environment. You got people always calling you to bear bad news. And usually the people that's calling you to bear bad news, it's the people that been in your life all this time. They know you going to pick up the phone. They know you going to pick up the phone and hear that nonsense out. You feel me? But we on the come up, right? We on the come up. We already done went to the plug, peeped the setup, the reasons why we got to diversify. You feel me? We on the come up. We learning to appreciate ourselves. You got people constantly calling you to bear bad news to you. Why? Because at one point in time, if not now, you've been under the vibration of bad news. You've been under the vibration of bad news. People know who they can call with certain things. And they know who not to call with it. You feel me? If you that friend that constantly telling your friend what's best, how they can better themselves, then it's going to be times that, guess what? They not going to reach out to you when they don't want to be on that. You know what I'm saying? When you at that point where you looking for confirmation in the right thing to do, you will call those that will confirm the right thing in you. And if you want to be that friend to that friend, then you start today. When they call you with bad news, you give them the good news. If somebody passed away, you say, you know what? Hey, given how that person was rocking with us on this side, whether or not they was or if they was working with you, then guess what? We got somebody on the other side want to see us win. Want to see us win. And it's like they got all the answers to the test that we facing. But we got to tap in. We got to tap in, meaning we got to be one with ourselves or we can even reach them. Because at this point, they are free from this distraction of this vessel, which a lot of us use this vessel to be, rather than use it as a tool to further this journey. So once they get free from this vessel, they sit over here infused with all the answers. They've been in us the whole time. We just one with the answers at this point. Not distracted with this body. Because that's what a lot of us is dealing with, the concerns that we done made the problems of our spirit. The concerns of this body that we done made the problems of our spirit. But once you learn to marry the two, by being radical or being weird about you in this journey of greatness that is you, then you will see the purpose for the two. And you can see, darn, the beauty and the diversity of what the two do. And you can see how they edify you. Instead of you looking at the universe as it's secretly working in your favor, you will see that it's openly working in your favor as well. It's only secret working in your favor for those who don't understand how things come into be. But when you know how a thing come into be, I appreciate that love, Queen. Appreciate you investing in me as I invest in you. But when you know how a thing come into be, you can see it at its inception. You can see the seed when it's planted and know what it's going to be at the end. So you can help that seed to get to its destination. But when you don't know the end, or when you can't appreciate the end, you feel me? Because this, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I woke up not knowing. I woke up in a state of I don't know. And for some of us, that's the best place for us to go. Thank you for that investment, Cash. Appreciate you, love. As I seek to invest in you. Thank you for being an ally. For some of us, we have to let go of what we think we know in the moment. You feel me? We have to let it go. Because you ain't doing nothing but adding weight to your back. You ain't doing nothing but adding weight to your back. And for some of us, all we know is that bad news that we done been told. Thank you again, Queen. All we know is that bad news we done been told. They keep on adding weight to our back until we no longer want to go. You wonder why you don't want to get up and do that. You wonder why you don't want to encourage people even though it was on your heart to do that. Because you told yourself no for so long. You told yourself no, not us for so long. You told yourself, you know what, it won't matter my contribution for so long. You told yourself you were so unimportant that when you had an opportunity to get certain understandings about yourself, you said, you know what, it ain't worth that cost. Maybe somebody was offering to do a spiritual work for you. And you said, you know what, it ain't worth that cost. Maybe you heard about the readings that we do. And you was like, nah. But I need you to know, I never took offense to it. Anytime somebody denied a service, I never took offense to it. Yes, my heart longs to be of service still. But I recognize until the person recognizes the worth in them, they won't see the worth in the work that points them to them. You feel me? So when your job is to point people to them, you have to allow for them to be ready. And when it's time, you make sure you prepared for the time to come. Remember, preparation is when you up, you prepared to be down. And when you down, you prepare to be up. So at that point, it's always balanced all the way around. You got to be able to adapt in this ever-changing life. Or get left behind. Or get left behind. Or be one with the things that's needed to infuse the creation to keep going. Oh, okay. Like y'all don't know how things get. Like y'all don't know about. Okay, forget it. We're going to talk about it. The things that so-called disintegrate on this planet become one with the earth and are infused in the plants that come up later as a result of it. Or used as foundation for things to be built on it. So you will be useful in some way. But will you still be one with your vessel in that moment? Or will you be used against your will, but only getting a trade-off? Only getting a trade-off. I come for you to increase the abundance in how you see life. See life as an abundant life to be living. So then you'll wake up like, you know what? I'm so glad to be living this life. But as long as you see life as a detriment that keeps on pointing you to, oh man, I don't think that much of myself. Well, start thinking a lot more of yourself. And it's only going to happen by going around people that think highly of you. Look at the people that point you to you and the greatness that is you, rather than pointing at you talking about how you ain't nothing. Oh, you got to get this together. See, the problem with people is that, come on, G. Come on, G. Pay attention to the people that keep on making it about them instead of the message. Again, the message is you. All these things in life is coming for you to get a clear view of you. Peace to you, Jessica. Peace to you, N79. Appreciate y'all energy being in here. Stop getting in the middleman. Stop getting that middleman hookup. For a lot of us, we keep getting this middleman hookup. We think, oh, we in the game because somebody gave you a few of them things. Now, you're not in the game until you can make your own situation. Thank you, Cash. Appreciate you, love. Until you can make your own situation. So as long as you keep on getting that middleman point of view, you think you up when you really ain't even. You know what I'm saying? You probably barely midways. You got to get past that to get to the plug. Meaning you got to understand why life has so many diversities to it. So you can stop running from. Thank you, love, for that love. So you can stop running from the diversity that is you. So you can stop hating on the diversities that have been brought into your view in the form of other people. Meaning see how to get from point A to point B. That's what it means for me to take you to the plug. For a lot of us, we don't realize it's the hate that we done let be programmed into us. Thank you so much, Cash, for that investment, love. Thank you so much. We don't realize it's the hate that we done let be programmed into us that's stopping us from getting wherever we want to go. Because you can't keep going, remember? When you keep on letting that bad news, bearers of bad news, meaning they holding that weight. And now they putting it on you. As sure as you listening to it. But the way that you balance that weight out for both of y'all is you see the good in all of it. Even if it's so far stretched that somebody transcended today. Let's look at the good thing about it. Let's start looking at the good news in this person's story. The things that this person brought into clear view because we knew them. Now we know this about life. But if you never took the time to understand people or care about their life, then you won't be able to see it. You won't be able to see the good news. But even then, find a way to believe in the good in you. Shout out to you, Claudia. Appreciate you being in here, love. Find a way to find good in you. In the fact that, you know what? You still sensitive to the fact that somebody passed away. You feel me? And once you become sensitive to the fact that somebody passed away, you'll begin to understand the purpose in us transcending. You know, we have the opportunity to transcend the moment right now. Meaning not live in our problems or our perceived problems, but to transcend them and help others when we so-called going through. Rather than letting our problems be so insurmountable that we don't even come out and put ourselves in clear view. Because truth be told, that's what it is. You got to live your life as though, hey, for one, you really trying to figure it out. That's first. Because when other people see your example, it's going to show if it ain't real. That's what's going to stick out first. What's up with a new era? We feel that because we disagree with people that we on different sides. But lest you try the spirit by the spirit to see the perception that comes from it, but not letting our passions get played against us. You feel me? I'm going to say that again. We feel that because we disagree with people that we are on different sides, y'all. But unless you try the spirit by the spirit, use our passions to see what the perception is coming from. Without letting our passions get played against us. Because some of us ain't ready. Or some of us feel like we're not ready. That's what I'm going to say. Because all possibilities is present at all times. So I ain't going to excuse you from the greatness that is you and me. Some of us feel like we're not ready for somebody to combat our information. For somebody to say something we don't totally agree with. Some of us feel like we're not ready for us to have that moment. But I need for you to understand that these moments come for you to strengthen your stance on things. For you to strengthen your understanding of life. So count it all joy when these things come to you. And embrace the moment. So you can be cool under fire. And be able to make an so-called atonement with yourself. So even if it was time that you doubted yourself, even in this moment, peace to you, she certified, even in this moment, that can be healed. Because of the greatness that will be revealed when you step into your greatness. That's why these different situations keep coming up on you. And be glad that life diversifies the problems that's sent to you. So that way you can be strong in all areas. You can be strong in our areas. Again, be careful of the bearers of bad news. More so how you deal with it. Because if we're supposed to be there for people, we got to see where people are coming from. We got to see where they're coming from. Not for us to write them off, but for us to be able to reach them no matter where we find them. Just saying. For a lot of us, we looking for reasons to write off ourselves and everybody else. We looking for reasons not to do what's in our heart to do. The desires of your heart are one with your purpose. And it's your duty before you leave this earth to release this desire. Let it be your drive. Don't say because I ain't do it yesterday, I'm not going to do it today. Because then the day after, you're not even going to think about it no more. You feel me? That's fact, family. We need all hands on deck. And that means everybody being themselves on a daily basis and helping other people. Helping other people. Yeah, I like this background. Because it show you that grittiness when your back against the wall. But I'm telling you right now, like, don't wait till your back against the wall. I know people that intentionally put themselves so-called if they back against the wall. They ride through their old hood to remind themselves where they come from. And that's what I need for y'all to do. But don't go back to your old hood like, man, woe is me. No, go back to your hood like, dang, I overcame this. If I can survive here, it ain't nothing I can't. What? It ain't nothing I can't do. It ain't nothing I can't overcome. But I got to keep it in view. Remember, the places that you put your focus is like reaching out. That's where you are. That's where you are in life. And with that being said, seek to understand further the diversity that is you and be grateful that you're not just one faceted, because you won't be able to handle this ever-changing life. Ever-changing life. Stop looking at your problems as obstacles, but opportunities for you to understand the greatness that is you and me. Shout out to you, Blue. For you to understand the greatness that is you and me. That's all this life is about. Stop using it to misplace your love. Hating on other people. Because you think they hating on you. But if ain't none of y'all doing no work, shoot, both of y'all, hey, y'all some real hateful people too. Because the work is to help uplift others. That's the work. That's the highest effect we can have on each other, is to be an inspiration. Not to mention, in being an inspiration, it is an inspiration. Good to see you again, Cash. What's up with it, Pretty Brown? I mean, I'm just saying, y'all, everybody make sure y'all following each other. I got some of the most beautiful people who light is infused with mine whenever I choose to come out and shine. So, yeah, you'll see my bros pull up talking about all hands on deck. You'll see the gods nurturing and covering all of us with their love, as they've always done. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not here to tell the man you need to be more of a man. I'm not here to tell the woman to be more of a woman. But I'm going to encourage you in being a woman. Like, dang, I see the greatness that is you. And I see what makes you beautiful from everything you've been through. Like, dang, bro. I see the greatness that is you. And I see what make you a king from everything you've been through, to the point you can survey and see what may be coming our way and make preparations to protect ourselves from dismay. I love you as myself, and it ain't nothing you can do about it, as we are one. And I'm so glad we in connection. Kinfolk, let me see what they talking about. Let me see what they talking about. Pull up a chair. Come over here to the round table where we break it all down. Say why we just broke bread right now. For my family on YouTube, if y'all didn't get, the chance to check this out all the way, for one, I need you to hit that like button, share the live, save a life. Check out the previous videos so we can always be staying up to date. I use these as like our journal form, you feel me? To where we can always be staying in tune with each other, as well as reprogram ourselves to the greatness we know to be us, even when everything around us want to tell us different. That's the point of this. And this has been another moment in Black's Rehab. I want to give thanks to the queens and the kings who make this all worthwhile, who make this platform available to us, because at the end of the day, everything runs out currency. You feel me? We use our currency, which is our energy, to get currency from people. You feel me? So I appreciate those who have been sending cash apps. I appreciate those who've been sending PayPals, those who've been sending gifts on TikTok. Like, bro, the retreats, the summer camps, the center, the gym, the eatery, is, bro. You can smell it. We so close, because we investing in the changes we want instead of waiting on other folks who really don't know what we need. Nobody know what we need like those in need. Come on, G. Nobody know what we need like those in need. And quite frankly, guess what? We are we got, and we are we need. We are we need. So look, contribute to me as I seek to contribute in thee. But one thing for certain, I don't know how they used to work on your block, but I'm going to give you a little more work than you paid for. I'm going to give you, man, what? You got to have top of the line. You got to have top of the line with the best prices. That's what we at with it. Peace within, peace out. Love you, family. You got